everyone, a long time ago I made this video right here about 4 years ago, and it's a very popular video, but in that video I didn't knock out the skier from the background in Canva. And today you can, so I'm going to show you, if you don't know how to do this, how to remove a silhouette from a vintage sunset in Canva, Kittl, and Affinity by Canva. So all three, no matter which one you're using, I'm going to show you how to do it in this video. And I'm going to show you that design that I did in Canva. But first, I want to show you that it is popular today. Like, people are still doing these and getting sales today, even though that was a popular design way back when and 4 years ago. Today in 2026, if you go to Flying Research, you can see all of these right here, and they are doing the same thing. So this is very relevant. I think new sellers probably don't know how to do this, but with the tools today and the technology and AI today, you can actually do it pretty easily. So I'm going to show you how to do it. Let's go into Canva first, and let me show you the design I made 4 years ago. All right, so here I am in Canva 2026. This is the same design that I made 4 years ago, same font and graphics and everything still here. So the background is black right now. So if I change the background, you'll see that a lot of these are just black on here. It's not knocked out. So if the t-shirt was this color and not black, you would see this, which is not a great t-shirt design. So what we want to do is we want to knock out the trees, this rectangle, as well as the skier. And today what I would do is I would change this back to black, like this. I would duplicate this and remove the text. So you would have something like this. This is the same thing without the text, so we can see here, right? The reason I wouldn't put the text in is you don't need to, because the text already, when you saw that, when we move the background here, the text is already great, right? Like you can see, like it shows through. So I don't need to do this trick that we're going to do with the text, and it'll probably be honestly harder with the text because of the lines here and everything. So I'm going to leave the text right there. I'm going to have this right here. Now here's the trick that I would do, and I think this is the best way to do it. You tell me if you know another way, leave it in the comments here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit share, and I'm going to download, and I'm just going to download a PNG. So I'm going to download this without the text. And so it's really simple. Anybody can download that. And then I'm going to hit add page. So I got the blank page here, and I'm going to go back and re-upload. Now that it's done, it's a zip now because there's multiple pages, but you probably could just do the one. I forgot, I should have just selected number 2. I could have done that. So double clicking on that zip file, opening the folder and dragging over number 2 PNG right here, which is this one. You can see it's all black, right? So now we have this background remover, which is a pro feature. So that only would be good for pro users. And the reason why I say you should use this for pro users anyway is because when you upload it or download it, you're going to need the pro feature to download it without the background anyway. So I think it works out great. Background remover, click here. You're going to see that it does it. Boom. And it's the right size. So right, I'm going to do it from corner to corner like this. Boom. And then come in here and grab my text. Grab these two, copy, Command C, put it on this one that we did with number 4, Command V right here, and it's perfect. So now when I download this and then do just number 4, I don't have to select all, number 4 like that, I'm going to select here transparent background, right? It's a pro feature again. I know in the video I showed how to do this for free, and you can still do it for free. You just can't do the background remover in Canva for free. You would have to do something with Photopea or what I showed in the video. But if you have Pro, you can do this all in Canva, which is nice. So I'm going to hit download. Now it's going to just download that one. So I'll bring that up to show you that it's totally knocked out. So here we go. I'll double click on it, and there you go. The trees are knocked out, the skier's knocked out, and the letters didn't have to be knocked out, but it's transparent through the thing. So the shirt color will show through. So I'm going to do this with all the other ones. I'm going to show you how to do this in Kittl, which is pretty much the same way, and Affinity by Canva, which does it, I think, a lot better, the best out of the three. I'm going to use this right here. This is why I have this one. This is a silhouette, and this is the vintage sunset from Canva. So we're just going to try and use the same ones. I'm going to download these and bring it into Kittl and bring it into Affinity. But we would do the same thing, right? In Canva, for this one. So we would do black like this, download it, bring it back in, remove the background, and then you have the same thing. So I'm gonna open up Kittl now and show you how I would do it in Kittl, pretty much the same way with the background remover. All right, so here I am on Kittl. I have the vintage sunset from Canva and the silhouette from Canva. Now, Kittl has its own things, but I just wanted to show you that we're going to use the same one, and I use these on my thumbnail, so why not, right? So I'm going to bring this over like this, just make it as big as I need to in this 4500 by 5400 space, and then this. Now I'm just using very simple ones. Of course you can group all of these together like we did with the skier, but I didn't want to bring all those elements over with the skiing, so that's why I just did this one. So of course you do the same thing, come in here, the background color, make it the same color as the silhouette here, and then come in here and download the whole thing right here, download like this. Don't remove the background yet, export first, and then we're just going to copy it over here like this, boom. I'll remove these two and then bring in the one that we downloaded, this, boom. And it should take a little bit, and it's going to put it in here. You see the downloads, and I can just show you right here, size it up, and it also has the remove background like this. I think that's the easiest way to do it on Kittl, although you can see some of it is remove background here is still showing some black and stuff, so not the greatest. What I am hoping they will do in the future is there are some Boolean effects, but it doesn't work with, I don't think it works with photos, which these are. So we would have to vectorize them, but then they still won't work. I'll show you what I mean. So you can vectorize this one and vectorize that. I'll just do the one color, right? And then we could also, I'm going to copy this so you can see something. We can also vectorize this. This has more than one color, so I'm going to do like, what, 8 colors maybe? Vectorize that. Now once they're vectorized, you can use the Boolean effects or the union and stuff. You'll see the shape builders, they call it. I could go like this and then do this, subtract the front from the back. That's what this is, subtract the front from the back. But watch what happens when I do that. It's not working for the full color. It can work for one color like that. So what I would have to do is I'd have to go back in and color each of these individually, which I showed in a video. So my hope is that in the future it will keep all these colors here and not just do the one color. Although it does knock it out pretty good though. So if I just wanted the one color and wanted to do that, look at that. I mean, that's pretty sweet, right? If I can not get the, there we go. As far as a vector, that's pretty sweet. So that's the limitation for now. I'm sure they're working on it. It's really cool that it has that those union or shape builders. I think would be really cool. So let me go into Affinity by Canva and do it another way. If you have it right there, I think this is the best way to do it because it keeps the design intact, and you can move the design or the mom with the baby or whatever you have anywhere you want, even though it's clipped out, it's actually still there. All right, so here we are in Affinity by Canva. Got the two same ones here. I'm gonna move, let's move this kind of centered where we want it, like that. And then this one here. Now for this one, we don't have to make the background black. We're just gonna use these two things right here in the layers panel. We got the mom and the baby and the vintage sunset. All we're gonna do is group them first. Well, there's 3 steps. First step is actually putting them on there, but the first step is grouping them. So select both of these and hit Command G. Boom, group. And you can see both of these are in the group. So when I open up the group here, you got both of these here. Step 2 is to select the one that you want to knock out. So in this case, the black silhouette, not the vintage sunset. The one on the top basically is the one. Now, if you had a bigger group, you would group all those silhouettes together. Anything black on there, you group that together, and then group these two together. So you would have the group of things here, the silhouettes here, whatever is black, and then this inside a group. This is very important. It needs to be inside a group. So once you have that, select this, and instead of normal, you come down here to erase. And that is it. Now, like I said, it's still there, so I can click on this and move it like that, which is really nice. Where the other way in Kittl and Canva, if I knock it out, like remove the background, that's it. It's flat. It's one piece. These are still 2 separate things where I can move this around. So let's say I wanted to put something else in there, I can. I could move it in here and maybe put something else there, or make it bigger if I wanted to. Maybe I needed it to take up this much space, or want the nose to be in a certain spot and I didn't do it. It still all works. So I think this is the very best version of how to knock something out of a silhouette. In this case, because you have it. Hopefully Kittl and Canva can do this as well. They have layers, and I'm sure they can do something similar. They have a drop down of different things, so I think we just need to have a way to group it and erase it and things like that. And maybe it already does do that. Let me know in the comments if you found a different way than I showed. Type in Kittl or Canva or whatever you use, and let me know if you found a way to do this in a different way. So there you go. That's how you knock things out from a vintage sunset in Canva, Kittl, and Affinity, whichever one you're using. Hopefully this video is really helpful for you, so now you can make designs like this. If you want to make other designs with text, I have this video right here of 5 different ways that you can use text in your designs that are popular right now. I show you exactly how to do them, so you can do a step-by-step tutorial. Thanks again for watching, and as always, keep creating and keep learning. I'll see you on the next one.